UStreamRadio.com.
What's going on, everybody? And thank you for tuning into the Two Lovely Divas, a reality check. I'm your girl, Chi Chi.
And this is your girl, Nanette. The truth hurts. Girl, you almost killed me just then.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness, you guys. We definitely don't want to kill Nanette. The truth hurts.
So don't, because the party ain't a party till I come through.
All right, you guys, it's the all-new UStreamRadio.com, your urban news and entertainment source, bringing you the finest independent music and talk radio. Log on today and subscribe to our broadcast at UStreamRadio.com. And don't forget, while you are logging on, make sure you check out our show, Reality Check, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's where me and your girl, Nanette The Truth Hurt, is going to do what we're going to do today by dissecting and telling you our truth as long as stop it, you're making me laugh. We're going to tell you our truth along with telling you their truth as well. Make sure you log on to Facebook on our group page, Reality Check, and you can also check out our individual pages on Facebook. That's Reality Check with Chi Chi, Nanette The Truth Hurts, and you can also hit us up on Instagram.
You know why I was looking at you like that, right?
No.
Because you're talking about we're going to tell you our truth. No, we're going to talk about y'all. That's what we're going to do.
Well, you know what? I got to keep it politically correct.
The good. I ain't here to keep it correct.
Well, you
tell it how it is. We going to tell you what we think.
All right, girl.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes. And on this chilly evening, because it is very, very cold here in the ATL. I mean, this is some weather that I'm not used to. Where is the hotness?
Girl, you know we like it hot in the ATL.
Yes, and it is very, very chilly. But you know what? We're going to turn it up because we're going to start talking about these reality shows. Girl, let's get going. Let's talk about them old women of the RHOA. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's talk about them. You know what? I always talk about my girl.
Don't talk about no damn Nene.
No, not Nene. I didn't mean to say my girl. It came out before I could even stop myself. I meant to say Kenya. I must say, on this particular episode, she was very comical. When she was up in the house, when a woman kicked her out, her landlord, and she tried on this woman's dress, and her assistant were dancing and singing. I must honestly say she really cracked me up on that particular scene. Kenya Moore does not crack Chi Chi up at all. Okay, I really just dislike her, but on this particular episode, she was kind of funny.
I mean, you didn't see that as like Looney Tune like funny?
Yeah, her cousin called her deranged.
Yeah,
did you keep that?
Okay. Something wrong with. I mean, you know that girl got crazy in her family.
Her cousin don't seem crazy. Maybe it's skipping somewhere, along the line of her mother, because her mother did, we ain't gonna go there with her.
I mean, but it's the truth. I mean,
yeah, it is the truth, and and some more stuff gonna come out about her in this Apollo situation, because you know what, it's kind of something's not right about this particular situation between her and Apollo, and I'm just not feeling it.
Girl, you know what I think? I think she showed them the text messages that she wanted to show them. I don't believe them was all the text messages, because somehow or another you don't go from saying, "Hey, where you at?" I mean, that's a slick heifer child. What she done did? Let me tell you what she done did. And yes, I did say what she done did. What she done did is college at its finest. What she did was, I believe, in my opinion, she erased out the other messages that she didn't want her to see, and she kept the ones that was politically correct.
We'll see. I don't know. Kenya Moore, it seems like everyone is calling her a liar. So, I mean, it has to be some truth in that, because everyone wouldn't call you a liar if you weren't a liar. But let's move along. What else happened on Real Housewives of Atlanta that was a little bit juicy?
Girl, Portia, bless her heart.
Oh, yes. How can I forget Portia? Oh, my goodness. I feel
so bad for her.
Oh, she is so pitiful.
Girl, let me tell you something, Portia. You're a cute girl. I don't like girls, but you're a cute girl. So anytime You putting on lingerie for this man, this buzzard. You know, you keeping yourself up, your body up and everything. And he don't want to touch you. I don't know, girl. What he touching?
I don't know what he's touching, but the thing about it is the one thing that stood out over everything on that show is the moment that Candy asked her, "Did he beat you?"
Ooh.
And that girl hesitated.
Girl.
She hesitated and said, "No."
Yeah.
That's how long her hesitation was.
Yeah.
And in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
that lets me know
Mm-hmm.
that he hit her.
Oh yeah, he hit her.
And
I feel like it.
I feel like he hit her, and there's a problem with this situation.
Talking about you shook.
Yeah, then she said, "Oh, everybody gets shook every now and then." No, everybody don't get shook every now and then.
Girl, look at here, look at here, look at here now. I keep my stun gun on full charge. So if we don't shake,
right.
we gonna shake together. Everybody gonna be shaking, just like she said. Everybody gonna be shaking. Some gonna shake a little longer than others, you know. So everybody gonna shake.
I must agree with you, Truth, because she must be a little bit deranged, because in thinking that that's the way a relationship is supposed to be. And I'm not knocking her for crying, because in her mind, she felt as though her relationship was supposed to last forever, and this was something that was not supposed to happen. So she feels like she still should be married, but not married to something like that. For one, it's questionable if he really wants her, because she did make the comment about how when she tried to have a baby, the doctor, she said, I can't recall what she said, but he didn't touch her. And so he's not trying. That's what she said. He's not trying. And so she did admit to the fact that he did not touch her at all. It's something wrong with that. She said, I kept my body in shape, kept myself up. I didn't know what the problem was. You know what? Maybe he don't like women, because she's a very pretty girl.
She is. And then she said everything that they wanted. Because I heard when she was at a club, it was guys all swarmed around her. So she backing them off to come home with you.
Exactly.
Girl, please.
Yeah.
Portia, girl, take that ring off. You can find one bigger and better, and you don't even have to worry about it. You got a good heart and a good soul, and we all know it wasn't you, honey, so you could just take the blame off yourself and let that buzzard fly off into the wind and hope he get caught in a light pole. That was wrong.
Girl, no. You know what? We gonna move on off these lovely ladies at RHOA. Why don't you guys hit us up on our group Facebook page, a reality check, and let us know what you think. You know, that the Portia incident really, I think hit hard with a lot of different people. So just let us know what you're thinking about that.
Girl, and if we see you out on the road, you roadkill, we're gonna leave you right there. Buzzard.
Anyway, girl, what's up?
Push my mute button.
Yes,
I'm in trouble.
Yes, I need to. What you want to talk about?
I ain't scared of him. I got my stun gun, and that is real. That is all the way live, turned up. Talking about shaking somebody.
Girl, what do you want to talk about?
Girl, look. The Braxtons. Let's talk about that.
Oh, yeah, the lovely ladies.
Tracy, you are looking really good, honey. Keep it up. I see your self-esteem going up with your look, your weight going down, your self-esteem coming up, girl.
Oh, yeah.
So do you.
Looking good, Tracy. Looking good, girlfriend. What's going on with them lovely ladies, Braxtons?
Well, you know, what that one sister, what's her name?
Trina Tawanda.
Tawanda. She put that, you know, they was talking about the man, he had a vasectomy. I don't know, because just like they said, them things can come loose. People too,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, oh, so she's accusing Tracy's husband of
well, she didn't
accuse him, but what's in the tabloids or what she's heard, the way that she went about revealing it was in a way that a sister should not have done that to another sister. She should have pulled her aside and let her know, hey, this is what's being said about your husband. This is what I saw or whatever have you. So, you know, I just want you to know. And I think Tracy felt betrayed by her sisters by the way that they handled that. But Tracy and her husband, she confronted her husband about the vicious rumors. And obviously he has the older child or something like that, where he has a grandson, and he says that that's what people are seeing is him with that grandchild. And because this grandchild that he's claiming is supposed to be his quote unquote love child, and he says that it's not, that it's his grandson. So he's denying the allegations all the way around. And of course, Tracy, Tamar made a little comment calling her husband a bum, and Tracy was hurt by that. There's Tamar once again.
Why does she call him a bum? Does he work?
Tamar talks about everybody's husband except Vince.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Vince
work. I'm just
okay,
saying.
but you know, hey, what's good for the goose is maybe not good for the gander. But all that I'm saying is, yeah, every man should work, but you can't criticize your sisters if that's what they choose to be with.
I mean, she shouldn't say that on TV.
No, she shouldn't.
You can
now,
say
if she want to say it to one of the sisters off camera, his old sorry tale, or bum, or whatever have you, then, you know, but not where millions and millions of people are viewing this. And then, just like Tracy said, her son, you know, was able to hear that. You know, you don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tamar running off at the mouth.
But I also feel like, too, shoot, if you a bum and you sitting around running tricks and riding motorcycles and you feeling some kind of way because somebody called you a bum, sometimes that needs to be an inspiration for you to step up. Now, I don't know whether he's a bum or not, but, you know, I do feel like she should have told her sister that to the side. But if they are, I don't know, girl. I just don't know. I don't know how it is with this reality TV and stuff, girl. I guess we'll be up there soon. So,
yes,
you know,
we will.
I don't know, with people following you around all day long. You know, you got to think about how many things in your day-to-day dysfunction,
True.
how many things that somebody could look at and take it the wrong way. So, I mean, I take my hats off to these ladies and gentlemen that are going out here and putting everything out there. Because, you know, sometimes you have an argument or anything, and it's not what everybody else, because they don't see all the pieces that it took to come together. So, I don't know if he's a bum or not, but
well, that's what the allegations were. So why don't you guys once again hit us up on our group Facebook page, Reality Check, and let us know what you think about the Braxtons and Tracy and her situation. You know, I mean, it is unfortunate if some of these alleged rumors are true. We don't know, but we got to continue to watch the show just like you guys. So let's move on. Let's talk about thicker than water. The tankards. You know what? You know, I mean, a lot of people may think that the tankards are ratchet, ghetto, but I must say, boy, I really enjoy the tankards. And I'm far from ratchet and ghetto, but I definitely enjoy it. Girl, I know for a fact. You're not going to go there with that one, okay?
Did it in there. You know, people probably say that about us.
Probably
they judge us from the show.
You know, but we're just two lovely ladies who sit down and, you know, hey, we entertain. So, you know, that's if you want to call it, you know, call it how you call it.
That's right. They put it out there. We're just reporting on it live.
But, you know, those lovely tankards. Yeah. Brooklyn, you know what? Brooklyn is the only one of his children to me that is actually going out there and trying to become that millionaire that he's, you know, persuading them, or I should say persuade, but encouraging them to be.
Oh yeah, she be about her money. Now wait a minute, I want to ask you a question. Now that other sister, do she work at the laundromat?
No, girl. Yeah, if they millionaires, why is she cleaning her clothes at a laundromat?
Well, I thought that was her job.
No, I thought that was she her job washing.
I know, but I thought she was washing other people's clothes at the laundromat.
No, I didn't think that she was, no, I thought she was washing her clothes. I don't know, girl. It looked like she was working, because when her dad called her and asked her to come to church, she said that she couldn't come to church, and she explained to her dad, and then she said, oh, yeah, she sniffed them. She said, oh, they're clean. So I'm thinking
I thought she worked at a laundromat.
I hope that girl
She said that I'm the only one that's really out here working a job, and she said that she goes to her job all the time. But anyway, it's a good show, y'all. Tune in.
Tune into those tankards.
They're funny.
What do you think about Jewel and her sister's relationship?
Strained. I think.
You know, in a way, I can kind of understand where her sister is coming from.
Hmm.
Excuse me. I can understand where her sister is coming from, as far as she's saying that her sister is so stuck on money, and everybody's mentality is not like hers. You know, she said, of course she loves money and she wants money, probably like anyone else, but she doesn't feel the way she feels about money the way her sister feels about the money. Make sense?
Well, I guess she probably said that because she moved out of a bigger house into an
But we
apartment.
really don't know. So you're doing the same thing as Jewel, kind of like
Exactly.
judging that. Do we really know why she did it?
Well, I'm
How do
just
we know that
saying,
she don't have another house being built somewhere else that's much bigger than the house that she moved out of? I mean, probably not. But
because
how
she
do we
would have
know that?
probably said that we're getting, and they would have probably known that. You
You
know,
think they would have known
they
that?
would have known that. It ain't too many people getting building a bigger house. Because one thing about it, when people do good, they tell you about it. When they're doing, when things are not as good, everybody get quiet. So quiet you can hear a mouse piss on a rat on a cotton ball.
You know,
Anyway,
yes. Anyway, move on.
I don't know where I was
But you
going
know,
with that one.
I don't know where you were going with that either. But the thing about it is that kind of bothers me is that, you know, her sister is hurt by something,
Hmm.
and Jewel is so stuck on her $1 million club, not flying coach, not flying, getting your own personal plane, and that's their
I don't want none of
mentality.
that.
Man, I don't care how rich I become.
Mm-mm.
I fly first class before I get on one of those little private
Mm-hmm.
jets. I'm sorry, because you know what? It's something about them that I just do not trust.
Mm-mm.
I'd
Me
rather get on the
either.
coach any day. I
Mm-mm.
need to get on something that's federally regulated.
Exactly.
And one of those little planes is not federally
Girl, please.
regulated,
I
okay?
can't get on nothing that it look like my little 7-year-old son can throw through the sky. I'm sorry. Uh-uh. You're absolutely not.
I definitely agree with you. So I mean, their mentality, you know, the pastor, he said he's not a preacher, he's a reacher, you know, and he teach all his congregation to be millionaires.
Mm.
This is a very interesting storyline. I'm trying to figure out where they're actually going with this particular reality show, because it's really nothing. I don't get it. So let's stay tuned in and make sure we stay tuned into the Tankards, Thicker Than
Mm-hmm.
Water, because it has big rave reviews. As much as people may say that it's ghetto or they do not like it, these critics like this show.
I don't know why people keep talking about something is ghetto. Y'all know no show was ever more ghetto than Jerry Springer. And Jerry Springer stayed on, he still got shows on
Jerry
the air.
Springer is 23
So,
years
exactly.
in popping, okay?
And so ghetto has made him rich. So you know what? We don't even worry about that kind of junk. Because you know, nobody who wants to watch a show where everybody is doing what they're supposed to do, are who they say they are. And nobody want to watch that. That's boring. We want to see some excitement. Because if we can't live the excitement, we want to live through you. So y'all keep being ghetto, because I get a joy out of it. Because I watch it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Anyway,
Hmm.
let's move along and let's talk about,
You always want to move along.
let's talk about what you want to talk about, girl.
What about Black Ink? Because I know you was all in the tizzy about Black Ink, and we really disagree. I don't know. Girl, talking about Duchess going to that. I'm not mad
Girl,
at
you
her
got me up
sister.
in here rolling my eyes at you talking about Duchess.
That's because you got your eyelashes. That's why you roll.
Girl,
Thanks, Black.
nothing to do with the my
Girl.
lovely lashes, okay?
Yeah.
I just cannot stand her either. You know what? I'm beginning to understand a lot of these people on these reality shows.
Oh, but you can still stand Nene.
Oh yeah, that's my girl.
Girl, what? I don't even know why.
Girl, let's get back to talking about Duchess. I used to like Duchess. Duchess is like, she's trying to claim her brand, but she messing up her man's brand. You want to claim Steak and say, oh, it's all about my brand and I'm doing this and I got to step away from Black Ink to claim Steak on my brand. But in the meantime, you messing up your man's brand and he's messing up all his relationships, irregardless if they were dysfunctional or whatever have you. It's up to him to let these people go. But you didn't ran them away. Every time somebody come into the shop, you got something to say. Sit down and shut up.
I disagree. I think what she was trying to do was bring some structure to Black Ink.
How's she gonna bring structure to Black Ink while she's sitting up here trying to get her brand set up with her ex-man, while he's sitting up in here talking about that you show your man these pictures and talking about all this and that about what they used to do? What kind of structure is she sitting over there
feeling some kind of way?
Yes, I am, girl. She's sitting up trying to play things, honey.
She's grinning.
While she's sitting up here trying to run his business into the ground, she's sitting up here grinning, trying to get her stuff on the road.
No, I see you rolling them eyes again. She rolling them eyes, y'all. Y'all can't see it. She got her eyelashes on and she is flinking them and flanking them everywhere. But girl, no, I disagree. That's not what I took from it. What I took from it was she wants him to have a certain standard, and if he keeps doing, you can't be doing tattoos spelling people's name wrong and all kind of junk like that, the lights off and all kind of stuff. You can't.
Okay, well he was doing something to get a reality show before she came along. He did
enough to get a reality show, but sometimes we all know as Black people we cannot do the bare minimum.
Well, what is she doing?
But she's trying to bring some structure. She's trying to bring people.
But that's not how you work with people, though. You don't talk to people and treat people the way that she's treating them in order to make progress.
You're right. You don't. But if you take away all of the extra, whatever it is, the little stuff that happened, the little firecrackers and stuff, then you can see that she wants the level to be at a better level. She wants people to step up to what your job title is. If you're supposed to be the manager, manage this place. If you're supposed to be a tattoo artist, then do some tattoos. Do you ever notice that they're all broke? The only one that you really see that have a little bit of money is C's, and he can't keep his for child support. But my thing is, all of them just look broke. They look broke. And my thing is that what I took from it is that yes, she works for Black Ink, but she has to be her own brand as well. And therefore, I didn't see anything wrong with what she said. She was just saying, I am not just Black Ink. That is his empire. He is going to do what he want to do with it. I need to build my empire.
But she lied to her man because, see,
she did lie.
She didn't go in there and she did not tell him everything that he needed to know what went on with that conversation when he asked her. She sugarcoated it.
What did he ask her? She just had selective memory.
She sugarcoated it.
She sugarcoated it, but she didn't lie.
She sugarcoated it.
But she sugarcoated it, but she didn't lie. Now, this was the thing. Was the guy there? Should she have got up and left? Why? If he didn't beat you, cheat on you?
I guess out of the loyalty for her man, she said she's loyal.
But how many times have you might have gone to a place and one of your exes came in and you were there with your man, it doesn't mean you got to get up and leave. And if you're there by yourself, the only time you get up and leave is when you're having feelings. Now, she can't help the feelings she got.
But she didn't shut it down. Okay?
She laughed.
But the thing about it is, when he asked her, well, did you show him them pictures? Her response should have been, what pictures? I don't have those pictures anymore, so there's nothing to show.
But if she have them,
it don't matter. He does not need to know that she has them.
But wait a minute. But if she have the pictures, well, wait a minute. Now, this was my only question. How long she had this computer that she got? Because
I don't know.
But with my man, I don't make him throw away his old pictures, and I ain't never threw away mine.
He never said that. Sees it's about her. She can show C's the pictures all day long, or she doesn't have to. It's whatever she chooses. But when that ex came to her to ask her if she had those pictures, her response should have been, what pictures? I don't have those pictures anymore. Because, see, now you feeding into him. You feed into him, kind of letting him still know. And
okay,
you can't give a man an inch.
I agree with that.
Okay, because he's going to take him out. So you got to look at it like, if I'm going to work with you, it's strictly business. I have a man and I'm happy.
And what I didn't like was when he started talking about our relationship, because I ain't hear the business that they talked about.
My point exactly.
Really
so the only thing they talked about, only thing they discussed was how C's is going to feel about this. That's the only thing that really went down in that whole conversation. And how this
asking him, And to me, what I did think was wrong when he was sitting there talking about, yeah, our relationship, it started out as sex and then it ended up.
See,
nah, that right
shut
there,
that down.
she should have shut it down.
She shut it down.
She should have shut it down because she was grinning
Exactly.
and she was a little flattered, probably.
But but shut it down, because first of all, you got his sister sitting there, so she gonna go feed him the comments back of what she thinks in her head about what went on anyway.
But I think her sister did a good job.
She did,
of staying
but I'm just saying, if she had that type of sister, she did stay neutral. So you need to be careful, because to him now he's all upset.
Oh yeah.
He's hurt.
Oh yeah.
You know? So, you know,
and I guess she also said, you know, how many times I had to deal with his exes coming in, getting tattoos and all that kind of stuff, you know.
And that's true. So once again, why don't you guys hit us up on our group Facebook page, Reality Check, and just let us know what you think about this situation with Black Ink and Duchess and C's and the rest of the crew. Lastly, I want to get into our last show just really quick. I want to talk about Love and Hip Hop New York. Peter Gunn. You know, lately he's been the topic, you know, just like Stevie J is always the topic of Atlanta. Peter Gunz is the new man with the master plan.
Is it? That's what y'all call it now.
Peter Gunn, the new man with the master plan. That's what Chi gonna call him. But the thing about it is, he's still trying to claim stake on both of these women and think both of these women are gonna put up with it. Man, what is wrong with these men in today's society?
Girl, what I don't understand is, I mean, don't they have TV like everybody else? I mean, like, when you get on these reality shows, what they do, take your TV out the house so you can't see stuff.
I don't know, but you know it's being recorded, so therefore they probably don't see it right then and there like we do.
Oh.
So, you know, but the thing about it is, he's still thinking that girl Erica is going to be with him. After what he's put her through after 13 years, poor thing, I felt so sorry for her. She was so broken and torn because she said she felt like an idiot. And then the real idiot, which is him, Peter Gunz, is over there with Amina. I love you. I can't lose you too. But then in the same breath, he over there with Amina. I mean, he's over there with Erica talking about I love you and I want my family.
Girl,
what is wrong with him?
She was the wife.
And then remember, on last season, he was the one who told Rich Dollars, don't mix business and pleasure. Now look at his old fool ass.
But you know what? That's what Rich Dollar get. Because now, it don't take Karma too long to come back. Now look, he done caused you to lose your boo. Now he got him 2 boos. He got him a boo-boo.
Well, he done lost one of them boos.
Well,
and then look at Joe Budden's stupid ass. I'm sorry, y'all.
You know what? Leave him alone, child.
Tahira, she's giving him too many chances. Girl. And the thing about it is, he's not gonna change it. He sit up there and want to look dumb face when she go off on him about the stupid things that he's done. He is such an idiot as well. And I mean, I'm like, what is going on with these stupid men? What is up with your men on Love and Hip Hop, girl?
Girl, it ought to be called Hoe and Hip Hop. That's what it ought to be called.
That's what it seems like. What else was going on Love and Hip Hop?
Oh, you know that I don't know what his name. Saigon found out that that's really his son,
which he probably already knew all along.
Yeah, but he said he still kind of felt a little challenged because the girl was acting a little funny. So I don't know, child.
I don't know. We just definitely we always just pick out the most interesting things that happen on these reality shows. So if you guys know of something or see something that we're not reaching, hit us up on our group Facebook page, Reality Check, and just let us know. All right, let us know what you're thinking. But before we get up out of here, we want to give a shout out to Kandi Burruss. She invited Ustream Radio down to the premiere of her play A Mother's Love. We definitely want to give a shout out to her. We want to make sure, keep up the good work, Kandi, you and Todd, with your production. It turned out to be very, very good, I heard.
Shout out to you, Portia.
Yeah, Portia did do her thing. I think Portia played like her sister. Gerald Levert played the father. Shirley Murdoch played the mother. Q Parker played her lover in the play.
Oh.
Interesting, huh? So we want to definitely give a shout out to her and thank her for inviting Ustream Radio down there to view her show. We want to make sure you guys go to ustreamradio.com also and check out your girl Chi Chi and Annette the Truth Hurts on Reality Check. You can definitely check us out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just click and make sure you listen. Anything else you want to say, Miss Nanette the Truth Hurts, as we log on off out of here?
Every time I try to say something, you start batting your eyes and blinking them and cocking them up at me. I don't know. I just might as well be quiet.
All right, you guys, make sure you hit us up on our group Facebook page, Reality Check, and make sure you hit us up on our individual pages, Reality Check with Chi Chi and Nanette the Truth Hurts. And you can also do that on Instagram as well. Until next time, see ya.
Free truth hurts. Free truth hurts. Free truth hurts.